Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I'm basically breaking down the top funnels that you need to be using as an online coach and also ranking them. I'm going to be doing this based on revenue, so depending on what revenue you're at, decides what funnel you should also be using. It's going to be super clear. I have made a video sort of since this in the past, but in that video I was covering a whole lot of just funnels that are pretty irrelevant, funnels that most coaches can't really benefit from. But in this video I'm really going to be getting straight to the main funnels that will literally help you scale from 0 all the way to 100k months. So I'm not going to waste too much time, I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to be breaking them down to if they're very effective, somewhat effective, decent, bad, or overall just a straight up waste of time. Okay, so yeah. So when you're at 0 to 20k month, the first funnel, one of the most popular funnels I see among so many online coaches now, is a micro niche YouTube funnel. Okay, and this works so well. So all it is basically posting very micro niche specific YouTube videos targeted towards a very specific ideal customer. And it's very simple. It's just low frictions. It's just YouTube videos. You don't even really get a lot of editing on these types of videos right here, right? It's literally just very specific videos. You're just providing value and showcasing the viewer you know what you're talking about. Now, these work so well in today's day and age because of the trust recession, right? So in the info space right now, people are looking to buy information from like the top gurus or anything like that, right? They just want to basically actually get their money's worth, right? And basically buy mental shit, buy info products from people who are actually credible, people who know what they're actually talking about. So for that reason, micro niche YouTube works very well. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put it in very effective. Okay, especially in 2026. Like if you do have a micro niche YouTube as a coach, you're straight up just losing out on money. Yeah, so micro niche YouTube is very effective, works really well, and I definitely recommend just making a YouTube channel, posting value-based content on there if you're a coach and you haven't done so already. It will definitely make you a whole lot more money. So the next funnel is going to be a squeeze page. Now, this is one you see so many coaches at this revenue sort of area use, and it's for a reason, right? So all it is basically some type of free training. So like, here's how I did this, or here's how, it's just some type of free training. And it's basically a free training disguised as a VSL, right? So a video sales editor. Now, if you want to watch the free training, if you want to get the value, you basically have to enter usually going to be your name, email address, and your phone number. Now, from here, you're going to probably get called by a setter and booking for a sales call, or maybe you'll then get put into an email marketing campaign, something like that, right? It's an extremely popular funnel. Like, it's super simple to run. So many coaches run this. And honestly, it definitely can work very well, simply because of the fact that prospects can be pre-incentivized to actually fill out their details if it's a good free training and something that they think they can get some value from. So overall, I'm going to not put in very effective, but somewhat effective. Okay, it's not going to really work as great as some of the other funnels on this list, but it's still definitely overall great to run as an online coach. So yeah, it's pretty effective. It's very popular. We've seen people like Brez run this, TGR, a ton of different people. So the next funnel is a community funnel. Okay, so all this is basically some type of low ticket community. It can be mid-ticket, but usually low, so somewhere from basically free to like £100 a month. Usually going to be hosting something like School, Warp, Discord, whatever it may be. And then people's going to get into this community, a free community or the cheap community, whatever it is. Basically get nurtured, obviously get some value from the creator, the coach, whatever. And then down the line, they're going to get upsold onto like a middle high ticket program after all that nurturing goes on. So this funnel's all right, but honestly, I think that this funnel's been pretty rinsed in today's day. Also, if people are getting results from your like low ticket community, then they don't really have any reason to buy into your higher ticket product. So overall, it can definitely work all right. Like, it definitely works for a whole lot of people. It depends on your audience, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing really comparable to the top two that we have right now. So for that, I'm going to put it in decent. Like, it can definitely work well depending on your case, but it's nothing really stand out. It's nothing too crazy, and I'm going to put it in decent for that reason. So next is the post and pray funnel. Now, this is usually the funnel that I use, but from coaches who are like 0 to 5k a month. So all it is basically just posting content, usually Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, literally whatever, going into the DMs, right? Just get DMs, people hitting you up, people asking for free training. I've done a ton of different people hitting you up. You should actually have like a proper funnel in place. And then it's going to go through a sales call, right? Like, you're just going to basically book people in yourself. You're not going to have any sales reps or anything like that if you want to get this type of funnel. And if you're doing this, you're probably very much just a beginner to coaching. So for that reason, I'm just going to put it in bad. Like, it's definitely a waste of time. It can definitely work out, especially if your content is really good, especially if like your YouTube content specifically is very good. Like, you can have people DM you ready to pay you high ticket prices literally in the DMs alone. So for that reason, it can definitely be all right. But overall, I wouldn't say it's anything too crazy. Don't really run this. Like, you need to have some type of funnel in place. Otherwise, you're just losing out on money, to be straight up, okay? And the final funnel is going to be the lead magnet funnel. So all this is basically some type of free thing pushed out to the audience, usually going to be through story sequences, through like call to actions and stuff like that on videos. It can be anything, like a free training, it could be a free ebook, recording, a guide, anything. when it comes to lead magnets, especially in 2026, you need to be pushing out lead magnets that your audience genuinely wants, because everyone's seen the ebooks now, right? Do stuff like a recording from your private community, your paid community, something like that. People are gonna get way more value from that lead magnet overall, right? But all it is basically a lead magnet getting pushed out to the audience, and then in order for the audience to unlock the lead magnet, they basically send it to the email and then start an email marketing sequence, basically hoping for you to hop on calls through that. Okay, so we've seen this funnel a ton, like so many different people have run this, and so for that reason, I'm going to put it in back. Like, it's definitely not a waste of time. Like, it can definitely work for you, but it's just nothing like standout, right? It's nothing too crazy. We've seen it a bunch of different times, and a whole lot of people are going to opt in for the lead magnet, but then not really be interested in for product whatsoever, and not really want to be publishing or anything like that. Like a whole lot of just low intent leads. So yeah, I'm going to put it in bad. Like, it's worked, but overall, I won't research on it. Now I'm going to get into the funnels that can take you from 20 all the way up to 100K a month, and even past that, right? So the first one is going to be a webinar funnel. Now, the webinar funnel works super, super good, especially if you have a ton of traffic and you're basically trying to sell one to many, right? So obviously, like, people have run this in the past, like people like Brez, TGR, so many different types of people. And all the webinar funnel is, it's literally just the creator, the coach, hops onto a call with a ton of people from his audience, and he's basically promoted this call through his stories, emails, whatever it may be. Then he's going to give a bunch of value, he or she is going to give a bunch of value on that call, that basically live recording. Something's going to be pre-recorded, is really up to you. And then just hit the sale, basically just pitch, and also give people actual incentive to basically purchase on the webinar. So usually be a discount or something like that. Yeah, these work very, very good because you providing value, then just upselling people at the end. But it's inevitable to make money from this. And if you're getting a ton of traffic, ton of views on your reels, your videos and whatnot, you definitely do a webinar funnel. It can definitely work very, very well. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in very effective, right? Like, these are just printing out a minute, work very, very well. And they overall should make a ton of sense if you have the traffic to do one of these, right? So the next funnel is going to be the challenge funnel. Now, this is very, very similar to a webinar funnel. It's pretty much the same thing. Instead of just being a webinar is usually like one day. A challenge funnel is usually like multiple days, like 3 days, 5 days. So like a great example of someone who's running this, literally as I speak, is Brez. It's like a 5-day boot camp for freelance brand scaling. Now, these work great, especially if you have the audience. Like, you definitely need a bit more of a bigger audience to run something like this compared to if you're doing webinars. Usually because you're going to be like charging people to actually sign up for the challenge funnel. So as you can see, Brez is $67 and then $127 for like a VIP ticket, right? And he's probably going to sell people in this challenge funnel anyway. So yeah, definitely works really, really well. It's just the thing you do really once you get past webinars and you have a massive audience. And yes, very, very effective funnel. So for that reason, I'm almost put it in very effective. Right, so the next funnel is going to be the ascension funnel. So what this is basically going to be like a low ticket offer that you push to absolutely everybody in your audience. Then you have some type of mid ticket in that, and then a high ticket finally. Now, when I've seen this through coaches, a lot of the time the high ticket will be like ridiculous amount of money, like just a ton. So obviously it's not like a crazy popular funnel. So for that reason, I heard this funnel is not going to work the best for most coaches out there, just because you really have to have a massive audience for this, a whole lot of trust, a whole lot of value that you actually provide. You can't be someone who's like hit 10K a month of the business model, teaching people how to do the same thing and then use this funnel right here. That makes absolute zero sense. You need to really have experience in the game. You need to really have like just a ton of experience, know what you're really talking about, and also actually run a funnel, like the ascension funnel. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in decent. Like, it definitely is very, very good. You've seen people like Iman Gadzhi run this, for example, but it's not really going to work well for like most coaches, let's be real. It's not really the most effective out there. And yet most of you guys are going to be pretty relevant to, they can definitely still scale you hard if you have the audience, if you have the knowledge, and basically if you're in the right niche, to be honest. So finally, we have the VSL funnel. This is an extremely popular one. Probably the most popular on this list. Super simple. It's just a website, quick VSL, and then just book a call, right? Charlie Morgan runs this. So many people on this, everyone's pretty much familiar with this, and it's obviously very effective for that reason, right? Like, most people, most coaches, it's like the one size fits all type of funnel that they can definitely use this and probably make a good amount of money with it. This is so simple, right? It's literally just a VSL. Especially though, if you're going to run this, you need to have some type of long form content up. Like, you can't really just expect people to just watch a video and book a call you straight away if you haven't really built up that trust and like actually had people just watching you for a while, right? You can't just post a couple Instagram reels and then run a VSL funnel. I'm just going to be losing out on money at the end of the day. But I'm still going to put it in very effective, just because like most coaches can run this and it'll work out for them, right? Like, it's a good funnel overall. So yeah, that is it for all the rankings. You can take a screenshot of this, whatever. But really, when it comes to infilling your funnel, it just really depends on your audience, right? I've made videos of this in the past. I go more in depth on it on my past videos as well. I was meant to say it's really about your audience, where your audience is at and stuff like that. But these are really the main funnels. Again, like I said, I made a video swaps in this list, but I was covering absolutely every single funnel out there. there's like literally the main funnels that you need. You can scale with pretty much all coaches can scale with one of these funnels in place. It's really not that complicated. So if you're a coach or a creator looking to scale your coaching business, you can go ahead and book a free call me below. On that call, I'll basically order your whole coaching business, get an idea of where you're at, and he will offer at the end of how I should do and kind of help you out. And on top of that, I'll also build you a free plan on how you can scale going forward. So even if you don't decide to work with each other on that call, you'll still basically get a ton of clarity on how you can scale your coaching business. So yeah, go ahead and book that call. Let me know what's happening with you. Just also see you next. And DM me on Instagram if you have any type of questions or anything like that. Peace out.